It's Friday night, and we're here for Attack X. I'm recording. Over there somewhere is my poor counterpart. Yeah, we're ready for we're tenting it, saving some bucks so we can spend it on swag at the event. But yeah, we're here in Kamloops for Attack X. It's bedtime. We'll have more for you in the morning. Bye. Had a good sleep. We're at Attack X, and first time up here. So, and my phone died on me, so yeah, we're plugged into the wall, getting some juice, but we'll get some pictures around the room. It's a good packed room, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the last of X-Wing 1.0. So we'll see how that goes.
I need a roll here. Which one's this one? Number 6? So I need 2 hits on it.
Yellow. Well, it's the end of the Saturday. I'm not the store champion. I did come in top 8. I just got by on and got on the 8th place, so there's a 4th or 5th set of rulers for me. But it was a great day. Met a lot of people from the interior, had a lot of good games, and I'm looking forward to Sunday. Sunday at 75 points, no name pilots and no upgrades, and that should be a lot of fun. So you can see it's 9 o'clock, and still lots of people playing games. No, this Attack X, it's a good event. It's definitely worth coming out, and I'm going to go play some more games. Bye.
It's time for a new video. It is time for a new video, and the video we're going to be talking about X-Wing. All right, so
2.0.
2.0 has
and some 1.0.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll have to give it the 1.0 its last leg stand, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll give it the last leg stand first. I guess we'll do that first. But so the last big event out here in BC was Attack X for 1.0.
Yeah.
And Cherry Boy here took some more rulers on.
That's right.
He needs more rulers. He says, "Hey, check this out." He showed all these sets of rulers he has. And I'm like, "Oh, what are you going to do with all those rulers?"
I just, this year I'm Mr. Top 8.
I guess
I never finished in the top 4 in any of them, but
I guess
top
we're going to
8.
be doing a lot of draws for some rulers soon. So
Or I'm going to glue them together.
Stay
some plastic wrap.
Stay tuned, because we're going to probably get away some rulers. For all those people that are in tournaments that haven't won anything, they might actually be able to win something on here. They might be able to get a set of rulers for themselves.
There you go.
John,
I think everybody in the province has rulers now. You've got a set, don't you?
I got more than a couple.
Oh,
I got a couple.
You got a couple?
I gotta get my Crimson Knight ring and stuff fixed though.
Wow.
But
that's a different story video.
Attack X.
Up in Kamloops.
It
was a good time. You
so
should have come.
I was supposed to go, but
what did you decide to do? Oh yeah, you bailed on us so you could spend a weekend babysitting a dog.
You know what? I promised a friend a long time ago that I would watch his dog for him in his place.
That's what he's saying now. But
unfortunately,
the last 2 months we've been 3 months we've been planning for him to be at Attack X.
He had this thing planned years ago.
Oh.
And the plan was, but the thing is I was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to go up there and check it out. And then I realized that the weekend it landed on was the weekend that they were leaving. So I ended up having to have to stick around and
Babysit
watch the dog. Which, by the way, Winston, he's a great dog. He really is. He's a fantastic puppy.
Yes, he's wonderful. He's chewing up toilet paper all over my floor.
So while he goes and gets stuff, I'll see if I can maybe put Winston on the. Here, Winston, come here. Come here. Come.
So as you gather, Swami's still dog sitting.
So I got Winston, and we're all sitting here.
Yeah.
So this is Winston. We're gonna put Winston on video. He's gonna be Crimson Core's mascot, I think.
I thought that's what we had you for.
Well, kind of, sort of, but here's this is Winston. Hey, Winston, say hi. Hi. So this is Winston. We've been hanging out this last week, but anyways, so 1.0 up at Attack X.
And
I hear it went over
what?
pretty well.
Yeah, it was fun. We had, 15 people there, 16 people there. The Saturday was the 1.0. The FFG allowed them to delay their store championship for the event. So, and it was good play. It wasn't the stuff that you usually see down in Vancouver. There was a lot of good mix to it. Everybody had fun. Kamloops, Kelowna, all the areas up there have some really good people to play with. Definitely a good group of people to play with. It was fun. Sunday, they did something really fun. 75 points, no name pilots, and no upgrade cards. Go for it.
75 points, eh? So how many
75 points.
ships did you get to fly?
Well, I had 3.
Did you get to fly 3? 75
Yeah.
points?
Yeah. And I placed 6th in that. I did pretty good, actually.
All Imperial?
Imperial, they were all, what's it? Not the Whisper. What's the silencer? Kylo Ren's fighter?
Oh, yes, yes.
I did 2 of those, and then Inquisitor flies, whatever that experimental X thing. So the silencer was the only ship that could find in all the generics that was pilot skill 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it had 4 options for the boost, barrel roll, target lock, and focus, and so did the Inquisitor ship. So it's a nice fit. I won, 2 of my games, so I was pleased. There was only 3 games. I lost the game basically because instead of taking focus tokens, I spent the whole game boosting and barrel rolling, and then rolling possibly the crappiest dice I have ever rolled in my entire life. It was just, but it was a fun game. Like, I like those type of games where let's get rid of all the cards, let's just fly naked ships, and have some fun. And it was a good time. There were some neat builds that came up. So it was a good time. You missed out, dude. Attack X, holy cow. Attack X, they had a store up there blowing stuff out. Like the Star Wars ships and all that, super cheap. I got a Legion's playmat, new in the box, for $30. Holy cow. They had a whole, up at Attack X, they do a swap meet where people bring in all their old gaming stuff, put a price on it, and you can go bid on it or pick it up or make deals and stuff. Lots of deals. A good turnout too. I took, you guys will laugh, at the end of this video, I'm going to put a little montage together of all the 2-second videos I took of the event because my phone kept dying. We camped. No power at the campsite. Phone dead most of the weekend. So anyways, no, next year, if you hear of Attack X, make the drive up to Kamloops. You're not going to be disappointed. It's a good group of people. The event is put on very well, and it's decent. And you missed it all.
Yeah, I missed it all. I'm sitting here playing.
Yeah,
Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked exciting.
It was pretty good. I got to just a side note, got to do all the walking around and hanging out and watching some movies. Yeah, it's a good time.
Anyway,
it was actually very relaxing. It was very relaxing kind of time because couldn't really do much other than with the dog.
You're stuck with the dog.
But I'm not stuck with them. I really liked it. So it was fun. But I did unfortunately, because of the time frame, unfortunately, I was unable to go to Attack X.
But
It's too bad. I would have been loved to actually come up with a decent build and actually beat Clive, and actually go home with at least some, shred of
dignity. No, you lost that.
But
But that's okay, because before that you had your thing at Bastions, your
the launch.
2.0 launch.
Well, we did that, and then so the launch party, FFG. So everybody got their 2.0 stuff. Bastions Games, we booked it right of the launch party, right on the day that 2.0 was to be released. So we get all of it in. The funny thing is he messaged and it says, "My product hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully it's supposed to be here by 5 o'clock on Thursday evening." And I'm like, this is not going to be good. But we had about 15 guys there, I think. About 12 or 15 guys there. And everybody was, opening up their kits and playing some X-Wing. I think everybody only played about 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
It was a great to see that 2.0 with a pretty decent little launch like that. We had Nate, who bought the Scum and Villainy and the Galactic Empire. And then you had John Schellenberger. I think it's Schellen. I don't know. Sorry, John, if I pronounced the last name wrong. I'm pretty sure I did. John bought Scum and Villainy and the Galactic Empire. And then there was you who bought the
I bought a starter
you bought
set
the Scum
and
and Scum, yeah.
I had done that.
Well, everybody got starters.
Yeah.
So, and then there was me. I got the starter kit and the Rebel Alliance. And then there's Jared. He got the Rebel Alliance and the starter kit. And then there was Caleb, who got the Rebel Alliance and the starter kit. Rob got the Rebel Alliance and the starter kit. Rebel!
Oh, whatever. First impressions of what you opened.
So, after opening up the box set, I was like, "Oh, it's pretty nice." I really the cardboard
is thinner.
Yeah, it's thinner than what they normally came out with the other starters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's
on the rulers, that kind of sucks. Just means we're going to acrylic faster than that.
So that means that I'm definitely going to be getting my acrylic ones fixed as soon as possible. But with that also being said, I found that, and I realize it's only a starter kit, and it has the X-Wing and the 2 TIE fighters.
The lack of shield tokens?
The lack of shield tokens.
Especially even after you buy an expansion set, the lack of shield tokens?
The conversion kit, see, this is another thing that I don't understand, okay? So, you have a conversion kit, and in the conversion kit, you have, like, the Ashtec, you have the...
Yeah, all the crap.
You have all of those in there, right? And I'm like, so, how many shields does the Millennium Falcon have? 5.
Yeah.
So, I have 4 shield tokens with the Rebel Alliance and the starter set. And I'm like, how can you not give enough tokens
for 5 for Millennium Falcon?
For enough tokens for like the ships. Like they should have included some of the focus tokens.
They should have had a piece of cardboard that was just freaking tokens.
Yeah, I think they should have like a piece of cardboard in there that was the width of the box.
I ran out of energy tokens.
Energy tokens.
Everything that I was adding took like 2
force tokens, energy tokens, force tokens, evade tokens, focus tokens. Because everybody does not want to use the 1.0 tokens when they have the 2.0 tokens. Because everybody's like, well, I'm getting 2.0 tokens, so I'm going to throw away all my 1.0 tokens.
And then they show up with just the 2.0 stuff and don't have enough. It was
then you're like,
funny.
what the heck? Anyways, so that was my only, but I mean, all in all, I think that the box set was released really well. The only other downside I found was that some of the ships that normally somebody would only have one of, they have two of. Like, for instance, the Ghost. There's not a lot of people that would have two Ghosts.
No, but when it comes to the ships, I can see them doing multiples of at least two across the board, just in case. That's just what they do.
I guess, but I mean, I found that was kind of annoying because bringing I run the Ashatech gunships.
Yeah.
I run 4 of them in 1.0. I ran 4 of them.
Yeah.
So I think in 2.0, I think I've been working on a loadout for just 3, but I don't have enough cardboard for 3.
Well, the thing that annoyed me with Scum and Villainy FFG is you have the Jumpmaster. Now, if you go through all of the upgrade cards when you buy these upgrade packs or whatever they are, generally you only get 1 card each of the named pilots, and then you get enough of the generic cards to match the amount of dials that you have, right? So that if you have 2 dials for an X-Wing or 2 dials for a TIE or whatever, you have 2 of each.
Yeah, that's the same thing with you.
Except for the Jumpmaster, which they only put 1 generic in for. They give you 2 Jumpmaster dials, 1 generic card. Because who's going to fly 2 generic Jumpmasters? I mean...
Only you.
No, like everybody. It's just like...
But, so, I mean, I think there's a few things that probably should be adjusted with it, but I mean, I guess with it all being released...
I think with the upgrade packs, they've given us enough to play the game, but not given us enough that when they release the ships, we can't ignore them. We will need to buy them for the rest of the cards and stuff that
I mean,
they never put it up.
On their side of the spectrum, it was a smart thing for them to do because they're like, oh, we'll just give them enough
to be dangerous,
but so that they can actually play with some of those ships.
Yeah,
but we won't give enough so that they can, load out their loadouts properly with all those things. So, like, if someone's running 3 Ashatech gunships, or someone is running 3 Jumpmasters, that all of a sudden, I don't have enough of these.
Yeah.
So then you got to come up with it. I think, with that also being said, though, I mean, I will probably start working on making acrylics now. To be honest with you. Like, I'll probably make acrylic. I'll probably get acrylic tokens to fill in for what we make.
I mean, the acrylic market is always strong. It's just nice on an opening. It's just a pain on open, like a release.
Yeah, everybody's trying to find ways to.
Everybody's using alternative tokens so that they have enough to play. The cardboard is like 33% thinner. You could have used the extra 33% to make another cardboard and just fill it full of tokens. And then we're laughing. I mean, a year from now, we'll all have enough tokens that we burn them on the weekend for fun. But for opening day, I found there was... I honestly understand why there'd only be 4 tokens.
I honestly feel that the conversion kit...
But I think the conversion kit
should have had some of the tokens.
Should have had a sheet of just tokens and that's it. And
no.
Gets you covered. So, but besides that, the only other thing that I didn't get too turned on about is the damage deck, the bonus damage deck.
Okay, so FFG, please answer me this. So everybody's excited about the pre-ordering and getting an extra damage deck. It works for me really well because I got a damage deck. I have a girlfriend who has 3 boys who play X-Wing.
Yeah.
So
you need an extra deck.
You need extra decks for all of them. And I'm like, this is fantastic. So I buy 2 core sets, which gives me enough damage decks to be able to disperse it to all of us so we all have a damage deck. So I was like, this should be good. So I like the black and red damage deck. It looked really cool when I opened up the starter pack. It looks really cool.
Oh, yeah, the one that
and I'm like, man, it's amazing. And then, we got our pre-release decks in. I'm like, fantastic. I pick up one, and it's the same size has like the
The
pilot
little cards,
cards,
yeah.
the upgrade cards, and all this stuff. And I'm like, it looks the same. It looks the same as the one that's inside.
Well, no, because you flip it over.
But then you flip it over, and it has the X-wing, full picture of an X-wing in it, and it shows you like a pilot. It shows like where that red highlights an area of where the damage would be on the X-wing for that particular card.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really cool addition. But why wouldn't you just like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
On my end, I don't like the size of the cards. I don't like the fact that the cards are the thinnest thing they've ever made on their planet.
They are thin cards.
They are extremely thin cards, and I mean they're too big. I'll never use them. I already trying to figure out how I'm going to set up my table side, because when we do tournaments here in BC, you've got all of 6 inches and 2 feet to put everything you have. So I'm already trying to figure out how to put all my upgrade cards that are the size of pilot cards in front of me intelligently. I don't need a damage deck where the cards are bigger than poker cards. It's just, I don't know. I love the game. I love the game. I haven't been wooed over like a bride with the 2.0 release.
I'll be honest with you, like, it truly, like, everybody is extremely excited about 2.0.
They are. And
it's
played
fantastic.
It, and I've had fun with it
and I have literally enjoyed playing 2.0 because the 2.0, it's gotten rid of all the busted, broken,
it's got new stuff now,
like wonky, crazy loadouts that you're like, how do you beat it? Kind of routine. So it's, the relaunch with it and then being able to control it is pretty good. And then there's one other small inkling
what's that?
Of a problem. So everybody's waiting for the app. So we got the app released, and we're all like, sweet!
Yeah.
It was released on the 13th. So what happens? We upload the app. The app is actually extremely, extremely easy to use. Like, no word of a lie, like, you can go in there, and it's quite easy to maneuver through it. They've done a fantastic job of the way that the app's built.
It was just backwards on startup day.
So I go in and I'm like, I'm going to make a loadout. So I make a couple of loadouts and I sign. Oh, you have to sign up the account, make the account with the FFG so they know they have your name and blah blah blah. And so you sign up, you get in there, and you're all set up with making loadouts. You start making loadouts, and then I'm like, wait a second. The whole upgrade is 0 points. Wait a minute, isn't that supposed to be like 6 points? Or isn't that supposed to be like 4 points? I'm like, sweet, I guess it's 0 points, bonus for me.
Yeah, no.
So people are building things with the app, and they're like, and they're putting all the stuff on. So people are coming in like, this is what I got, boom, boom, boom. And then people who've been playing 2.0 with the Launch Bay Next app that we've been using before that, everybody's like,
no,
that's too many points. And everyone's like, no, this app the app I'm using says it's okay. And you're like, let me think about that. No. So, I mean, with all the time that you have had to launch all of this product and launch all of it out to the public and making us wait as long as you made us wait for the product, you figure something, especially the app, would not have that kind of a hiccup in it.
Well, the app had issues, but I mean, they got roasted pretty good online over that, so I'm not going to pick on them anymore.
They apologized.
By the next day, I mean, I had it on PC and I had it on my phone, and they both worked fine, and everything was good.
The app works fine, and I think the new upgrade, like they updated it.
You would have thought, since everybody else who made up their own apps were able to release it without any bugs, that they would have been able to achieve the same.
That's the thing that I don't understand.
Well, it didn't happen, but they fixed it. That's fine. The app's app. I can live with that. The damage deck is what. It's funny because I'm looking forward to the game. and I'm playing. I got my Scout. I'm flying my ship, so I'm happy. The starter set, I think the starter set's bang on the butt.
You know what? I
Even
love
if
the
it
look
only
of
has four,
the black and red.
only
is
four
amazing.
shields, it is still a good solid starter set.
It's a regular.
But upgrade, the conversion sets. I got the Scum and Villainy. I don't know if I'm going to bother buying another two. I think I'll wait and see what the other factions have to offer and maybe buy them. I wasn't. I mean, I don't think it's only $50, so I don't think that's horrible.
55.
Well, I paid $50.
Oh, well, lucky for you.
So, anyways, it was good. I think it's good bang for the buck. What drives me bonkers is you get a conversion kit and I'm expecting to have full coverage, and I'm getting maybe half of what I would have if I had bought all the ships individually.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people
It's still
were
cheaper, $50.
Yeah.
Considering the ships
Yeah.
are $20.
and a lot of people were offloading a lot of their extra ships throughout the 5-6 months before this was released, just so that they could resolve it. So for me, it's the same issue. So, but for me, it'll be a little bit different. So the ships that I have extra of, I'll just be giving them to.
I'm going to thin out my ships a little more, except for the arcs. For the rebels, I want
actually
3
thinning out
arcs, and I want all the upgrades for the arcs. So
I'm only keeping 2 of the 3 of the arcs I have.
Yeah.
And then when they release the arc, I'll probably buy
an arc. Yeah.
And only because I would like to.
I love the arcs.
I would like to be able to get more of the other cards. And
the
stuff.
Imperial.
But,
I mean, I'll probably have to do something for Imperial because I like flying defenders. But
well, you're gonna have to buy buy the upgrade kit.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, like, and then the fact that they've announced 2 more new factions. Actually, sorry, let me correct it. They've added 4 new factions.
Well, yeah, they've split the Rebel.
So they split the Rebel and the Imperial.
And that's another reason why I've been holding off on the conversion kits is because they split the Rebels and Imperials in half.
Yeah, and then they have the Republic.
The ships that I fly, they put into the new factions. So I think I'll wait and buy those upgrade kits before I invest in the Rebels.
And those upgrade kits are a lot smaller.
Yeah, so it's not a case of poo-poo, this sucks. It's just a case of I'm just planning to buy what I need to fly the ships that I want to fly.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have a lot of resistance stuff as well. And so, I mean, I'll probably end up buying the resistance kit as well. Am I going to, which is the reason why I'm thinking of downsizing my collection of Rebel that I have. Because I really don't want to spend another upgrade kit to convert the rest of my ships over.
Rebels I'll probably have to buy because my son plays Rebels.
But
that's for him.
But all in all, I think that the game in itself, I like the setup. Like the black and red looks really sharp, and even when the expansion kits, like the new expansion boxes, they look really sharp as well. The only problem
the product is definitely sharp.
Yes. The only problem that I've found complaints from store owners that I've talked to is the fact that the new expansions, like the small expansion ships, are on cardboard. They're a cardboard, they're not plastic. Where the old ships were in a plastic container, so they don't break where the other ones are cardboard, so the chance of it breaking is a lot better. And with this thin of cardboard that they've been using, I mean, the store owner is going to end up having to take some like masking tape and taping around things to fix it, or displaying it other ways, right? So I mean, all in all, I think the game being re-released has been amazing.
I like the energy. The Force drives me bonkers.
I love it. I love the Force.
I know.
I love it because finally, a pilot like Luke, who was very mediocre in 1.0, is now at least half decent in 2.0.
Half decent. He ends up with a focus and two of those stupid Force things. And you can apparently spend as much Force as you want during one action.
Well, you can
So-
you can spend one force to change it, and then you can spend the other force to change it again.
Yeah. So if you
But you only get regen only one force gets.
no, I know,
regenerated.
but it's just I just found it annoying after a while dealing with ships with the force. Yeah, I have to learn and accept.
I think that he's just an old.
And then
old-timer.
the energy management, my build you do on the app, and then you get it in front of you, you lay the cards out, and you lay the energy out. And again, I ran out of energy. Each ship had 3 cards that required energy, and while you're playing, there was a lot of stuff. It's going to take a while to get used to this because energy management. There's a lot of things I missed doing because I was goofing around with energy management to make sure it all balanced. It's just like you know if you want
This guy's loadout, no word of a lie, his loadout, everyone had energy. And not just one, not
like
just
4
two. They had like 4 each. And you're like, that is a lot of energy.
Well, and I had tokens that were not energy stacked as energy. It was just,
You're like, I'm watching them play. Because the energy tokens are used for some actions.
for the bombs, for the actions, to get rid of damage, all kinds of stuff.
So, you sit there and you look at it, and you're like, oh, I have an energy token. I want to spend one of my energy tokens to get rid of a damage.
Yeah.
And then it comes back next turn, because it regenerates one every turn. It regenerates
Well, not
one.
all of them,
No. But
I will need a personal assistant going forward to do energy management of my X-Wing builds.
all I know is I seriously should have took a picture of his loadout with as much energy as he had on it. I'm like, you know what, all you gotta really do with fighting against this guy with the 2.0 is just fire ships all around him, made him blow up his energy to get rid of it, and then he's got nothing left. Then you can blow up his ship.
I don't know, it's Ben Rao and a couple of M12s.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
it's still pretty.
it's effective.
Penrose is still busted in this game.
What? No, he is not. Once I get it figured
5
out,
dice
it's
attack.
going to be an awesome build. I just need to learn. I've only played twice. 2.0 twice, that's it.
I have played 2.0 3 times.
Yeah.
And not with the actual Ultra 2.0 stuff. It was kind of mediocre. Like it was just kind of like patched together.
Yeah. Well, we filmed one. We got it posted online.
Oh yeah. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You'll see what I meant by patching together. That 2.0 load. That was a very fun game for me. I literally blew up very fast.
And that's different from
very fast. It's not any different.
No, it's not. Anyways, we don't want this. We don't need this to get too long here. So,
but it's been really fun to see it, and please keep checking us out. crimsonctg@gmail.com is our email, and as well as our Facebook page, which is free to join. Load up your events and stuff on there, and just use it as a advertisement for your events. And the more it gets used, the better. So use it to our advantage. Keep in tune because we're going to be, now that 2.0 has been released, we're going to be doing a lot more 2.0 videos.
I think the YouTube world's going to get a lot more active with 2.0 and people jumping in. Yeah. I know Nerdhaven even had 50 people show up to their event, and the group that usually plays there was all up in Kamloops and elsewhere. So people are coming back. It's going to be
the launch parties and stuff. So, anyways. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a good evening.
Yeah, till next week. Take care.
Bye.
Game 1 done. I played against Dave, somebody I played at regionals before. Always a good time. Squeaked out a win, and then went and accidentally spent some money. Yeah, having a good time. Day 2, got a win on the first round, so it's put me on table number 1. Only 3 games to play, so we'll see how this one goes. Anyways, on to the game.
The first one is
Well, it's done. Only played 3 matches, did 2 out of 3, finished 6 out of 14 people. So did some silly mistakes, but it was still a good time. So TACX, good time. Gonna be back next year for sure. You guys enjoy.